I've been testing so many fragrances lately that we're taking it back old school on the Cubaknow channel with the original Cubaknow test strips. Yeah, AKA former Bounty sponsorship. Fresh out of the mailbox, we got 3 fragrances in from Maison des Parfums, and these joints look like mini Kelly bags or something. It looks like a dude carrying a bunch of purses here. I don't know what these fragrances smell like, but we're gonna give it a first impressions here and see if this brand that's under $100 is any good. Let's roll my music so we can check out Maison des Parfums Individuelle line. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. These joints were sent over to me by Maison des Parfums for me to check out and sponsor today's video. Now, talk about eclectic looking bottles. It's like faux marble meets futuristic meets like carrying case, headphone, nipple tassel? I don't know, but it has like this little leather strap or faux leather strap on top. It almost reminds me of the throwback Hermes looking bottles. I think it was the Voyage line that had that kind of cover over the top. But if there's an award for uniqueness, this gets it. Let's get into the notes of Individuelle White. Now, aesthetically, this marble-ish look gives me like this vanillic type scent profile, but let me look up the notes real quick so I can relay them over to you.
So just do it!
Alright, so the notes of this fragrance are as follows. It opens up with bergamot, lemon, and cardamom, followed by apple, jasmine, elemi, and then we got patchouli, cedarwood, musk, and earthy notes. Okay, so let's take it back to the old school Cubaknow test strips. I'm kind of hyped using these dumb shits again. I had to order a bunch of test strips once again, literally over 10,000 of them, because I run out of these things like crazy. But let's see what's up with that Blanco. Oh, very tart earthiness. Wow, that bergamot really pops, and it almost has like the remnants of like Juventus-ish kind of flow, but that typically happens with that bergamot opening. But it's a lot more zesty, a lot more green. There's a little herbal pine-ish kind of sensation from this fragrance. Ooh, the test strip is not working out for this scent at all. I'm gonna have to go directly on skin. There was some, you could tell that the paper was giving off a different vibe that didn't smell like fragrance at all. I hope it was the paper. We'll find out. I just did it on skin. Let me give it a couple of seconds to dry down so I could truly see what I pinpoint out of this scent. Because from my knowledge, they're essentially trying to do a more elevated budget option in the fragrance space. Under the fragrance world umbrella, they're trying to just bring a little bit of a niche element with its own individual characteristics. They're not necessarily going for the interpretive fact. They're trying to put together their own fragrance tones, or so I hear. But let's see. Oh yeah, no, the bounties are not gonna work. All right, so a lot dirtier, a very patchouli forward, dirty, earthy, soily, rich, lemon zesty, almost like a lot of lemon zest. Like you're truly like balding out the entire lemon on top of topsoil. There is a pine-ish energy. It is bright, it is invigorating, but it's not overly complicated either. It's a very easy to wear, just casual scent profile. Nothing that necessarily blows my nuts away, but nothing off-putting either. There's an underlying orangey creaminess coming out of this fragrance, which I guess that's where I get that Juventus-ish kind of DNA. But it is a little bit on the sharp side, especially when I put it close to my skin. So I'm gonna have to let this joint air out to see what it truly does on the skin long term. But overall, the fragrance is good, but not amazing for me. But let's see what the dry down does while we check out another one.
Now, let's go get our fuck on.
And now let's move on to Individuelle Black, which almost looks like the granite that I want to put in my kitchen. Again, a black leather strap there. Boom, here's the atomizer. Now let's go through these notes. Now this fragrance opens up green with pepper and bergamot, followed by rose, black currant, cardamom, sandalwood, vanilla, musk, resinous nature, patchouli, and cedarwood as well. I'm not gonna use the test strip because it gave me like a really harsh first impression, and that's not truly Bounty, that's some generic shit. So I don't know what kind of chemicals are in that paper that really threw off the scent profile initially. So let's just go right on skin with black. Right off rip, I'm getting a Nishane Annie kind of flow, vanillic, creamy citrus. Also, there's a nice patchouli essence here that gives that dirty, wholesome body. I know dirty is rough to think about when it comes to a fragrance, but it really provides like this earthy green body. Like when I think of dirty, I think of like topsoil, earth, mother nature, where marijuana grows from. Ooh, that fragrance is definitely changing from that Ani DNA. Ooh, where the hell's that coming from? I'm getting like a little oody nature here. Oh. There's some, oh. 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 Oh, that's switched. What the hell's going on there? Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's a hybridish, huh. So there's a subliminal powdery vibe here under this creamy vanillic note with that patchouli vibe, and then this mild dusting of spices here that for some reason also an uncomplicated scent profile, but speaks to my skin and really fucking cool. Like, I'm still goosebumping it, dogs. Yeah, this is why I tell you guys all the time, like, don't trust an influencer, bro. Just trust your skin. Who gives a shit about the notes? What the chemistry of the scent and your skin does is the ultimate deciding factor. You can use these joints as like a guide maybe, or an introduction to a fragrance you never heard of. Try to find yourself a sample. If you have disposable income and you find that our noses align, if you wanna take the plunge, that's on you. I'm not gonna pry your wallet open, but this fragrance being so uncomplicated is doing numbers on my skin. There's something about it that agrees with my vibe, that agrees with my energy, that agrees with my pH. Whatever that is, I'll take it all day. Vanillic, creamy, uncomplicated, a little bit earthy, slightly dirty. It's got a masculine nature, but also could be worn by a woman that has a little bit of a higher T level than most. This shit is nice and simple. Bro, I'm not mad at this at all. It went into something like, oh, this is nice or whatever. So when it just started to get in its midsection and really dig into the skin, I'm like, oh, it had like this little 𝗙𝗕𝗂𝗧𝗓 moment. I don't know, I felt like I heard jazzy music in the background. This is no ordinary love. Ooh, uncomplicated, done very nice for me. That was a monster goose pimple. Ooh, the black. And finally, Individuelle Brown. Same presentation, same little strap thing. Let's go over the notes. All right, so this fragrance opens up with green apple and tangerine, followed by orange blossom, nutmeg, and 𝐸𝐸 wood. And at the base, we got tonka bean, vanilla, and amber. Okay, let me spray this one on the arm over here. Oh, good. Jesus. All right, settle down, Sparky. All right. Oh, very powdery. Dior Homme Intensis kind of vibe. Very powder forward. That is beyond present. Yeah, oof. Ooh, like a blend of like Dior Homme Intense with Paco Rabanne 1 million. I don't get any 𝐸𝐸 wood. There's a lot of powdery vibes here. It's like powder lavender sweetness. Powder lavender tonka. Green apple. I don't get no fucking green apple on this shit. Ooh, the powderiness here is very clean, very nice. There's a weird hybrid here. Like I said, DHI mixed with Paco Rabanne 1 million, which Paco Rabanne 1 million I find juvenile as fuck and sold 12 years ago. But never did I think of like a combination hybrid situation here of these two possible fragrances here. And the sweetness from that Paco Rabanne-ish type DNA, that heavy tonka bean sweetness, with the powdery vibe and this lavender flow, adds like an element of a sexy date night vibe. It's calming down a little bit. It doesn't seem like it's a performance grenade of a fragrance. It has a decent sillage, but it doesn't seem to be exploding off the skin. Granted, it's one spray. Elegant, dark, nighttime, versatile, powdery, no tangerine, no 𝐸𝐸 wood, no apple. It's tonka forward, mildly sweet, very powdery. It's more iris and tonka forward than anything else. Gentlemanly, classy, date night, also uncomplicated. Let me just wrap up with the white real quick. White is okay. Now when it dries down, it's kind of just mid, but the black. This is a clear effing winner for me. The way the goosebumps popped off the skin, and again, uncomplicated, which in 2025 is something that I feel is going to be more common in fragrance. If they would match the fragrance price points to uncomplicated, I think the entire fragrance industry can get a decent amount of shifting going on. Because you don't need a note breakdown of 78 things to make a fragrance beautiful. You just need a couple of solid notes compiled together that will attract a decent amount of people. Not every fragrance is for everyone, I think some people are gonna think that this fragrance is overly simplified and maybe not mind-blowing amazing. But what my skin is doing is telling me, nah, Papa, you ready to go out and misbehave, be a little naughty, get in a bit of trouble. It fucking agrees with me. I think I'm almost getting them again. That's some bullshit. Wow. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. I'll put links in the description if you guys are interested. Please find a way to get some samples or whatever the case may be. Don't trust me, trust your skin. Make sure you do all the research that is humanly possible, and don't try fragrances on fake bounties because it will be off-putting. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, star attack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Ay, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.